Yo. Welcome to another episode, man. Another edition of the hottest podcast on the circuit. Nah, I'm playing. Welcome to the Rich Rap Podcast, man. It's your boy, OVO Skip, man. And here with my sidekick, man, as always.
OVO Millie.
Real quick, man, of course, just tap in to the podcast, man. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on all platforms. Follow us on iHeartMedia. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Amazon Music. Follow us here. Follow us there. Follow us on Google Podcasts. Follow us on Deezy. Follow us on Pod Addict, man. It's the Rich and Rap Podcast, man. Tap in. Also, archive the show always if you miss an episode because we're going live. We'll give a quick shout out to my boys, man. My boy Pressure P, man. What's up with it? Z guy, I miss you guys, man, on the show. But like I said, we're gonna link up again. Shout out to Baju Beast, man. What's up, my guy? Like I said, we gotta link again. You know what I mean? And get in the stew, man. Give me some hours for free. Give me the session. And also, man, where can we follow you at, man? Since if y'all like sweets or you guys like pastries or things like that, you can follow OVO Millie, man, because she's like one of the best in the world. So, where can we follow you at?
Immaculate Confections on IG with a K.
Immaculate Confections with a K on IG, man. Go follow the girl, man. Get your sugar on. Just real quick, we're talking what we're going to eat. Actually, we're in the car driving to, what we're going to Target?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about a topic we could talk about. It's kind of a rangy topic, but the first question would be that I have for it was, if you could sit down and eat or like hang out with 5 celebrities, who would they be and why? Or why would you sit down with them? What would you have to ask them? So I'm gonna ask you, who would you sit down and eat with, or
you want me to go
chill
first?
With? Yeah, I can go first. It doesn't matter.
No,
just let me know.
I can go first. Okay, so my first one would be Haley Williams.
Haley Williams, okay. Haley, ain't it fun?
Yep, ain't it
Crazy
fun?
hair.
Crazy hair. She's very much like me. She advocates a lot for mental health.
Yeah.
So I would like to sit down with her and just talk about mental health, how we can make it better, how we can put it out there for people to take the help that's being offered instead of having to deal with things by themselves.
Okay. That's a good choice. Who else you got?
Very good choice. Janae Aiko.
Oh, Janae. Okay.
That's my girl. I don't even want to ask her.
So you're into music a lot.
I'm into her music a lot.
Music people.
I love her music. I don't know if you pay attention or if you listen to her a lot.
Yeah, I do listen to Paramore, man. Well, who we talking about?
Janae Aiko.
Oh, Janae Aiko. I don't listen to a lot of her music. I like Big Sean, though.
I listen to her because in a lot of her music, she has music that's spiritual. So she's got like symbols and she's got things that'll balance your chakras.
She had like yoga music, bro.
Yes. So,
some shit like that.
So she that's her thing. So she does, and that's like me because I deal, I work with horoscopes and tarot cards and I'm very much into chakras and stuff like that.
Yo, I didn't know she's crazy.
So I would just want to sit down with her, eat right after we smoke a big old blunt, just talk about spirituality, talk about her journey with her. We can talk about her music career, but I just want to know her spiritual journey, how she got to the point where she is now, because she's very much at peace right now, but I know that she dealt with a lot of bullshit. So I would just want to sit down with her and just like chill and smoke and eat and talk.
Yeah, because she do smoke.
Oh, she do. I would love to smoke with her, man. That's one person I would love to.
Yeah, she's dope. That's a great pick. Who else you got on there?
Salma Hayek.
Salma. I'm so in love with her. Salma
Hayek.
Nah, she's cool, bro.
I've always liked her.
Where did we see her at? What movie was that? Or what show? We was watching. Remember, like Salma Hayek. Black Mirror. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she made an appearance on Black Mirror. Wasn't that it?
Yeah, it was a weird, trippy one that we picked, but she was in there and she was like some kind of double.
I tap into Black Mirror. I didn't know the new season was out. I didn't even know they had one.
Yeah, it's new season. Tap in. But I've just always loved her. She does a lot of work with, other countries, and she helps out a lot. And that holds a very special place in my heart because my parents used to do that. Both of them, my mom and my dad would adopt kids from other countries and send them money and send them food and stuff like that. So the work that she does,
like for 35 cents a day.
Yeah.
Like sponsor?
Yes, she would actually go and it was a controversial topic that came out a long time ago. She went to a country and there was babies there that were very hungry, and she had just had one of her babies, so she was still breastfeeding, so she breastfed a lot of the babies there to feed them because they were hungry. They were newborns. So her work just reminds me of my parents, so I've always loved her work, and I love all her movies and shows and shit like that, but she's somebody that I would like to just sit down, just talk to her, because she's also Mexican. So just, how she got there. I mean, she had a lot of obstacles to get to where she is right now because she's Mexican and her English wasn't perfect and stuff like that. So, just want to talk to her about her life journey.
Yeah. You can relate to her.
Yeah. My other two, one of them is Pia Salazar.
Who was that?
She is...
Say that again?
Pia Salazar.
Yeah. Keep going.
She is she was Latin America's best pastry chef in 2022.
Oh, okay. She cooks.
She bakes, so I'm bakes. A baker. I cook too.
Yeah, you're like the best though.
So
for real.
And just this year, she was nominated the best pastry in the entire world chef. She was the best pastry chef in the entire world. She was nominated this year for that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would just love to sit down with her, check out her journey, talk about, her recipes, what her, her setup is, and just learn about how she became, all that she had to go through to do that, because I'm going to be there one day. The other one is also involving food. His name is Alain Ducasse, and he is one of the best chefs in the world. He holds 21 Michelin stars for his restaurants, so he is the top. One of his restaurants holds 3, which is the best you can get. And if it goes above 3, obviously it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, beyond fantastic.
Yeah.
Most of them get 1. He's got 8 restaurants. And he's been doing this for a long time. He was born in 1956, I think. So, but he's a French chef, but he cooks everything. And I like to cook actual food. So, food's always in my people when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I want to learn more about cooking and techniques and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's the best fucking pan to do this for? What do you use for this? Where do you get your ingredients? Would you choose this or would you choose this if I'm trying to make this? And, he's also a pastry chef as well, but he focuses more on actual gourmet food. So those are my 5.
Oh? You got a good 5, a strong 5, different 5 too. Everybody is different, some you had 2 musicians or whatever, but they're different people though. 2 musicians are different.
Yeah, I had 2 musicians, 2 that involved food, and 1 that was Salma Hayek. Everybody knows Salma Hayek.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know.
Let me hear yours.
I had to think about mine a little bit, but of course, Drake. I would say Drake. Just asking about, of course, he's my favorite rapper, my favorite artist. But I wouldn't really ask him about.
I already knew that was gonna be on there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even ask him about music. I was asking about his journey from, being from Canada and shit. How the rules different over there than over here. Just little different things I would want to know. And he started off on Degrassi, so I would ask him the transition from TV to music. I think that's big. Unless he's been doing it forever, which I doubt it. But no, you're good. You're just not tuning in on to Rich Man Podcast. We're talking about the top 5 people we want to sit down and talk with, and kind of basically pick their brain and ask them questions that we've always wanted to ask them. Again, I appreciate you archiving the show. If you're just not tapped in, listen live on Spreaker.com. Also, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow the show on iHeartMedia, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Music. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier, I don't think. Of course, Pod Addict. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be saying. There's too many of them, man. Just follow one of those.
You're like, did I already say that one?
Yeah, like, man, just follow this. You heard what I said. Just follow the ones I said. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Drake. Now, I always ask Drake, like I said, the transition from TV, like the big screen to, not even the big screen, he was on Degrassi. Basically, like the difference between TV and music, or like why'd you choose music over TV?
Right.
Next, I will talk with Barack Obama. I'll ask him the shit that people would not ask him, like, how many death threats did you get? Like, what's the worst thing somebody says to you? Like, or what was the thing that, you know, made you feel like your family was in danger? Did anybody say anything like that? Or like one of those moments we don't ever hear about.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, I almost chose Michelle Obama.
Yeah, of course. I had to pick Barack, bro. It was the first black president ever.
Yeah.
And it's white country, but that's not here.
That's another topic.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day, for another century.
Yeah.
It'll always be the same. But anyway, yeah. I would also sit down with Denzel Washington. I would ask him, like, when he was young in the game, who was like his big brother? Like, who did he look up to as far as being like in theater on acting and shit like that? And like, what route did he go?
Yeah.
Like, did he go to acting school? You know, did he just hop on the scene? I really don't even know where he came. You know what I mean? I don't know his background. I know he's from the East Coast. He's a Laker fan though. But shout out to the Lakers. Speaking of Lakers, I think I was sitting down with Kobe. Just ask him how is his mental so strong? Like, when did he become the mama? When did that kick in? Like the whole mama mentality thing, or did you always have that? I mean, I know he's always been working hard, but it's a different mentality he had. So I want to know what makes it. I mean, I know a lot of it's probably like mental. That's what it is. It's a mental trait. It's not like a physical trait. You can't turn into a snake and shit. Like, you're not the mama mentality. And also ask him just like how does the jump from high school to going to the pros, of course. And I would ask him about how he feels about only being MVP of the league one time in 20 years. You kidding me? And last but not least, I think I would probably sit down with Skip Bayless.
Hey, that's your guy.
I'll sit down with Skip Bayless. Okay, you know, OVO Skip Bayless. I know Skip.
You're the black Skip Bayless.
I am the black Skip Bayless. +1. I will ask him like his journey from journalism, like what steps did he take, like what classes he took, like what I know he graduated in English, major, bachelor's. I'll ask him, does he like being a villain? Like, what makes him want to be that? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have too many questions for him. We kind of was talking our asses off.
Yeah.
But again, tune into the Rich and Rare podcast, man. It's been OVOJ. I mean, yo. Yo. It's been OVO Skip, man. My girl. OVO Millie. Thank you for tapping into Rich and Rare podcast. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, man. Follow us on iHeartMedia, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pod Addict, ZZ, and more. Boom! What? Yeah, no stuttering. But also, again, you can archive the show. You can follow the show. We got a Facebook page now, so search up Rich and Rare podcast on Facebook. Go follow it, like it, share it, show your friends, show your parents. So I'm about to smoke the rest of this blunt and yeah. It's been OVOJ, man. Again, we appreciate you guys for tapping into the Rich and Rare podcast.
Peace out.
Yeah.